Now Sarai, Abram's wife, had borne him no children, and she had an Egyptian maidservant whose name was Hagar. Sarai said to Abram, "Behold, the Lord has kept me from bearing children. Go in to my maidservant. Perhaps I shall obtain children by her." And Abram listened to the voice of Sarai. So Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar the Egyptian, her maidservant, and gave her to Abram as a wife, after Abram had lived 10 years in the land of Canaan. He went in to Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress became despised in her eyes. Then Sarai said to Abram, "My wrong be upon you. I have put my maid into your bosom, and when she saw that she had conceived, I became despised in her eyes. May the Lord judge between me and you." But Abram said to Sarai, "Behold, your maid is in your hand. Do to her as it pleases you." And Sarai dealt harshly with her, and she fled from her presence. The angel of the Lord found her by a spring of water in the wilderness, by the spring on the way to Shur. He said, "Hagar, Sarai's maid, where have you come from, and where are you going?" She said, "I am fleeing from the presence of my mistress Sarai." The angel of the Lord said to her, "Return to your mistress, and submit yourself under her hand." The angel of the Lord also said to her, "I will greatly multiply your descendants, so that they shall not be counted for multitude." The angel of the Lord said to her, "Behold, you are with child, and will bear a son, and you shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord has heard your affliction. He will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he will dwell in the presence of all his brethren." Then she called the name of the Lord who spoke to her, "You are the God who sees me." For she said, "Have I also seen him who sees me?" Therefore the well was called Bir Lahai Choi. It is between Kadesh and Bered. Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram called his son, whom Hagar bore, Ishmael. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore Ishmael to Abram. When Abram was 99 years old, the Lord appeared to him and said, "I am God Almighty. Walk before me and be blameless. I will establish my covenant between me and you, and I will multiply you exceedingly." Then Abram fell on his face, and God talked with him, saying, "As for me, behold, my covenant is with you, and you shall be the father of many nations. No longer shall your name be called Abram, but your name shall be Abraham, for I have made you the father of many nations. I will make you exceedingly fruitful, and I will make nations of you, and kings shall come from you. I will establish my covenant between me and you and your descendants after you in their generations, for an everlasting covenant, to be God to you and to your descendants after you. I will give to you and your descendants after you the land in which you are a stranger, all the land of Canaan, as an everlasting possession, and I will be their God." God said to Abram, "As for you, you shall keep my covenant, you and your descendants after you throughout their generations. This is my covenant which you shall keep between me and you and your descendants after you. Every male among you shall be circumcised. You shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskins, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and you. He who is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every male in your generations, whether born in your house or bought with money from foreigners who is not your descendant. He who is born in your house or bought with your money must be circumcised, and my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. The uncircumcised male who is not circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin shall be cut off from his people. He has broken my covenant." God said to Abraham, "As for Sarai, your wife, you shall not call her name Sarai,
but her name shall be Sarah. I will bless her and also give you a son by her. I will bless her, and she shall be a mother of nations. Kings of peoples shall come from her." Then Abraham fell on his face and laughed, and said in his heart, "Shall a child be born to a man who is 100 years old? Shall Sarah, who is 90 years old, bear a child?" Abraham said to God, "Oh, that Ishmael might live before you." Then God said, "No, Sarah, your wife, shall bear you a son, and you shall call his name Isaac. I will establish my covenant with him as an everlasting covenant for his descendants after him. As for Ishmael, I have heard you. Behold, I have blessed him and will make him fruitful and multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he father, and I will make him a great nation. But my covenant I will establish with Isaac, whom Sarah shall bear to you at this set time next year." When he had finished talking with Abraham, God went up from him. Then Abraham took his son Ishmael, and all who were born in his house or bought with his money, every male among the men of Abraham's house, and circumcised the flesh of their foreskins on that very day, as God had said to him. Abraham was 99 years old when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. Ishmael, his son, was 13 years old when he was circumcised. On that same day, Abraham and his son Ishmael were circumcised. All the men of his house, born in the house or bought with money from foreigners, were circumcised with him. The Lord appeared to Abraham by the oaks of Mamre as he sat at the tent door in the heat of the day. He lifted his eyes and looked, and behold, 3 men stood by him. When he saw them, he ran from the tent door to meet them and bowed himself to the ground. He said, "My Lord, if I have found favor in your sight, do not pass by your servant. Let a little water be brought, and wash your feet, and rest yourselves under the tree. I will bring a morsel of bread, that you may refresh your hearts. After that you may pass on, since you have come to your servant." And they said, "Do as you have said." So Abraham hurried to the tent to Sarah, and said, "Quickly, prepare 3 measures of fine flour, knead it, and make cakes." Abraham ran to the herd, took a tender and good calf, gave it to a young man, and he hastened to prepare it. He took butter, milk, and the calf which he had prepared, and set it before them, and he stood by them under the tree while they ate. They said to him, "Where is Sarah, your wife?" He said, "There in the tent." He said, "I will surely return to you at the appointed time next year, and Sarah, your wife, shall have a son." Sarah was listening at the tent door behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old, well advanced in age, and Sarah had passed the age of childbearing. So Sarah laughed within herself, saying, "After I have grown old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord being old also?" The Lord said to Abraham, "Why did Sarah laugh, saying, 'Shall I surely bear a child, since I am old?' Is anything too hard for the Lord? At the appointed time I will return to you, and Sarah shall have a son." But Sarah denied, saying, "I did not laugh," for she was afraid. He said, "No, you did laugh." Then the men rose from there and looked toward Sodom, and Abraham went with them to send them on their way. The Lord said, "Shall I hide from Abraham what I am about to do? Since Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him. For I have known him, that he may command his children and his household after him to keep the way of the Lord, to do righteousness and justice, so that the Lord may bring to Abraham what he has spoken of him." The Lord said, "Because the outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and their sin is very grievous, I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the outcry which has come to me, and if not, I will know." The men turned from there and went toward Sodom, But Abraham still stood before the Lord. Abraham drew near and said, "Will you also destroy the righteous with the wicked? Suppose there are 50 righteous within the city. Will you also destroy the place and not spare it for the 50 righteous who are in it? Far be it from you to do such a thing, to slay the righteous with the wicked, so that the righteous should be as the wicked. Far be it from you. Shall not the judge of all the earth do right?" The Lord said, "If I find 50 righteous in Sodom, I will spare the whole place for their sake." Abraham answered, "Indeed now, I, who am but dust and ashes, have taken it upon myself to speak to the Lord. Suppose there lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Will you destroy the whole city for lack of 5? He said, "I will not destroy it if I find 45 there." He spoke to him yet again and said, "Suppose there are 40 found there." He said, "I will not do it for the sake of 40. Then he said, "Let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak. Suppose 30 should be found there." He said, "I will not do it if I find 30 there." He said, "Indeed now I have taken it upon myself to speak to the Lord. Suppose 20 should be found there." He said, "I will not destroy it for the sake of 20. He said, "Let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak but once more. Suppose 10 should be found there." He said, "I will not destroy it for the sake of 10. The Lord went his way as soon as he had finished speaking with Abraham, and Abraham returned to his place.